Alright, so here is our instructional video for the week of September 21st through the 25th. So if you come to our page, you'll notice on the right hand side on the calendar are the 4 assignments that are due at the end of this week by Friday night at 11:59. So if you want to use these to get to the assignments quickly, you can, or as usual, you click on the to-do folder, the week. Let's say we're starting off with our physical education activities. So the first one being a fun run. So when you click on the fun run, you will see directions for it right here. So you need a watch, stopwatch, timer, just look at your clock in your house. And then you're going to choose a length of time that you're going to try and run consistently for, whether that be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. It can be outside, it could be on a treadmill. Please follow all social distancing guidelines. And then once you're finished, most important to get credit, make sure you answer these 3 questions. So again, just like with our other documents, on your computer right here it would say My Document. When you click on it, it would open up the document that looks like this. So after you've gone out for your fun run, you would answer the question, so how did you do? Were you able to run the whole time without stopping, or did you take breaks? So again, you're writing incomplete sentences here, so I'd come here and start typing. How did you feel about your pace? Was it consistent? Did you start out too fast, too slow? So you make comments on that. What could you do differently next time to increase the distance that you were able to run? So then that's finally the 3rd question. So after you're done all 3, that would be the first phys ed assignment for the week. If we come back to PE for the week, the other one, as in every week, which is always constant and the same, is your personal choice activity. Again, you click on where it says My Document. It opens up the Google Doc, and then make sure you fill out the date, the location where you're doing your exercise, the exercise that you completed, and if you have to use more than one, make sure that your total length over all the days is a minimum of 30 minutes. So that is phys ed for the week. Coming back to the week of September 1st to the 25th, you see your health work for the week. So the first activity is just a brainstorm. So if you click on the brainstorm again, click on My Document, it opens up a Google Doc that looks like this. So for each of the areas below, try and brainstorm 1 or 2 goals that you would like to work on this year. You don't have to use, or you don't have to write it as a SMART goal. If you remember the PowerPoint from last week, it went over what a SMART goal is. It's also in this week. I'll be showing that in just a second. But for these, as you see with the example right here, so personal, do you have a personal goal like I want to read more? Health and physical activity goals, I want to drink less soda and more water would be an example. Relationship goals, family goals, I want to try and help out more around the house. Academic goals, I want to stop waiting until last minute to complete my assignments. So you're putting at least 1. You can do 2 in each, but you have to fill in a minimum of 1 goal for every single category. So that's just a brainstorming just to get some ideas out there. Then like I said, if we come back to health for the week, the same PowerPoint that we used last week is also embedded this week. So remember the first couple slides, what is a goal and reasons to set goals. This should have helped if you did not complete the assignment before about why should we set goals. This slide right here and the slide before would be answers to that question, so you could use this slide to help you answer that question. And then hopefully this is a review from last week, but if you get to the next slides of SMART, which is a specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goal. So you'll see here, it's specific, it gives examples. So when you wrote your goal, you probably just said, I want to read more, but notice that's not very specific. So you'll see here that there's an example of how saying something like, I want to do better in school is not specific. So saying something like, I want to get an A in math class this marking period is a more specific way of wording your goal. So again, SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So for the final activity this week, again, hopefully this PowerPoint, this is the second time you're going over it, So you've mastered the idea of SMART, and you'd be able to complete the final assessment, which is turning a goal into a SMART goal. So again, click on my document. It opens up a Google Doc that looks like this. So then right here, just like anything else, setting goals takes practice. So you're going to find the error in each of the statements below, then turn them into a SMART goal. So you see here, I want to make more friends. So what is the problem? You can see here I have an example or more explanation of what that is asking. So it's not that you're shy or something like that. What you're doing is you're identifying what part or parts of SMART, again, that's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals, is missing. So is saying I want to make more friends, is that not a measurable goal? So you'd put measurable. Now again, you can have one or it can be missing all of these, so identify them. And then for revise SMART goal, as you see here, it says rewrite the goal so it has the element or elements of SMART. And again, you can look back at that PowerPoint presentation for examples of how the original goal, as you see here in bold, was written, and then you can see how it was written into a SMART goal to either be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, or time-bound. So you're doing that for all 5 of these. Make sure you fill out both what is the problem, identifying what part of SMART is missing, and then also revising it, so actually restating this statement to now include at least one, if not all, of the components of SMART. So that is your work for this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed class so far, and this should be easy for you. If you have any questions, please message me or email me.